Hi everybody, all you jewelry lovers. How's everybody doing tonight? Excuse my wet hair. I just got out of the shower. It was one of those days in the world of nursing where you needed to shower afterwards. But I've got a jewelry jar that I'm going to do. This is another one from the same Goodwill that I have been doing pretty well with. I have already cut this one open because I started filming last night and I have forgotten to delete some of the old stuff, so it filled up about halfway through and shut down, so I just decided to start it over. So anyways, this jar I paid $8.95 for, and hopefully I saw the top couple of things last night, but I haven't seen what's down in there, so hopefully this will be another good jewelry jar. But for $8.95, I am not expecting a lot. I'm at least hoping to get mates to some of the singles that I got in the last couple jars, but haven't really gotten a lot of singles. This Goodwill has really done pretty well so far. But one thing I wanted to show you all, I remember, well, for one, I'm wearing my charm, the one I bought when I was in Kansas, and wanted to show, I had seen somebody's video where they thought they might have found Tiffany, some of the please return to Tiffany and Company, but they weren't sure. So I actually own a couple of pieces of that, so I wanted to show you what it looked like. You've probably already found out if it was real or fake, because any more expensive jewelry is going to get faked. I've already come across a couple of fake Michael Kors watches that were pretty good fakes. They just were too lightweight, so that was kind of a clue for me. But anyways, Tiffany usually comes, in the blue box, and these particular earrings were in this little pouch. But they look like this, and they do, I think these are similar. The ones that she found might have been, I think it was might have been a bracelet or earrings, I can't remember. But they were, I think, round instead of heart-shaped. But you can see, and they're pretty thick, and they have good weight to them. So if they're Tiffany's, they're probably pretty thick. And mine says Tiffany or please return to Tiffany and Company, New York, and 925. And these weigh combined a little over 8 grams, so they're going to be substantial in weight. And yeah, so chances are she probably did find, they probably are Tiffany, because I really haven't seen any fakes of that particular one. And even though they're a little pricey for sterling silver, they're not ridiculous like other Tiffany jewelry. And then I also have this little locket that's Tiffany on this bracelet. This is kind of cool. So you can see it will say Tiffany and Company somewhere on the jewelry, at least on their sterling silver. So anyways, oh, and I'm really excited. That everybody knows that I've probably been doing this about a month now on the channel, maybe a little over a month. And I'm at just at over 70 subscribers. And on my last video, I did say that when I got to 100 subscribers, I was going to give away a, where is it? I'm going to give away a Vera Wang bag, probably this one. And as you can see, it's in really good shape. And then I'll probably put a piece of jewelry in it. Something nice, something sellable or wearable. Depends on who gets it. I'm going to do one of those automatic thing. I'm not going to pick it myself unless somebody just doesn't respond. I know Hugo Gal had a few issues getting her winners at her 100 subscribers to respond to her. So if that happens and nobody claims it, then I'll probably just pick one myself from my known subscribers. Anyways, 100 subscribers, I'm almost there. And then I have a question for y'all out there, because this is the greatest community on YouTube. I absolutely love all of you guys. You are so helpful. And so I have a question. I have this, it's like seed pearl necklace, and this came in a jar. and it has a clasp on it that looks, it's like the spring clasp. Some people call it a C clasp, but it has that spring clasp that's sort of nautical looking, almost looks like a life preserver, and it has a little tag that says 1937. I don't know if you can read that or not, but I saw somebody else the other day had a piece of jewelry with the same sort of clasp and possibly the 1937 tag, but I've researched it and it is really hard to find anything on this particular. It's a really cute necklace, and I want to list it, but I can't really find much information on it. So if anybody is familiar with that company, let me know. Please leave a comment. And then I'm excited because I'm finally today, well, I started posting on Etsy right away and didn't really see a lot of sales yet on Etsy. So I started about a little over a week ago posting on eBay, and I started seeing sales finally. I had 2 sales today. I got the Heidi Daus bracelet that I showed on my Heidi Daus video, the Art Deco style one. I sold that for $47 plus shipping. And then I have one right now that has a bid on it. It's a silver brooch with pearls that came out of a jar. And that one right now, the bid is at $20, and it still has a few hours, so it could go up, I think 5 hours, but it does have a bid on it. So I'm pretty happy about that I'm starting to see sales. I just need to take the time to do some listings, and working all day, it's hard to do that. And then today I got yesterday I think, I got my watch repair kit, so I can repair some of those watches, and I bought a pack of 50 different batteries. I know they're not going to be like long-lasting batteries, but at least they'll tell me whether or not the watch is working, so I know whether to bother listing anything. I'll probably list some of those cheaper ones like Vivian and stuff in a lot, because I've got quite a few in that last jar that are in really good condition. Plus I got a couple of, somewhat expensive watches. And then the last thing I wanted to say was, I had heard a few weeks ago, I read this somewhere on Leah Sophia, and I'll get to the jewelry jar really quick. I know you don't want to hear me babble on, but a lot of you may already know this, but for those who don't, I learned something really interesting about Leah Sophia. I know I've heard repeatedly that her jewelry does not sell very well, and well, not her, but the company's jewelry does not sell very well. They used to be sort of like Avon or Tupperware. They did parties and they had agents. I think they had like over 30,000 agents selling their jewelry, but back, I think 2014, somewhere around there, they just announced out of the blue that they were going to close. And then they announced that they would, because they had a lifetime warranty like Tupperware, then they announced that they were no longer going to honor the lifetime warranty. So some of the agents filed suit against them, accusing them of a couple of things. For one, not honoring their warranty, and were trying to get customers and stuff too that maybe had not received back their jewelry that they sent in for a repair or replacement, or hadn't received something they ordered, or just not had some complaint against them to join in the suit. And the other thing that they accused them of was, for one, not honoring the warranty, but they had made promises to their agents that they would not bypass them and sell directly to the public, that they would make sure they kept them in the loop, because obviously they do parties, they recruit, and they still had them recruiting and all this even when they knew they were going to go out of business. But they promised not to bypass them, but they were selling at the same time they were making that promise. They were selling on online, I think on I can't remember the name. I think it was just shopleahsophia.com or something. So I thought that was interesting. So that kind of left a bad taste in the public's mouth. So that's probably has something to do maybe with why Leah Sophia isn't selling well. But let me get to the jewelry jar. I'm going to dump it out like I usually do because it's Um, too hard to pull it all out. So let me go ahead. I'm going to scoot back my screen here a little bit. I'm going to I know I've already 10 minutes into this and I haven't shown you a single piece of jewelry other than the Tiffany earrings, so I apologize, but let's scoot my screen back a little bit so I have a little bit of room here. First off, I've got this silver brooch, kind of cute. It's missing a couple rhinestones and doesn't look like it's marked. I don't see any. It does have the vintage clasp though, the V shape there. So it is vintage, but too bad it's missing rhinestones. It's a good good figural brooch. It's like leaves and branches, but I do see a rhinestone here that probably came out of it, so hopefully I come up with another one here. Put that in my somewhere I don't lose it. Let me put it in my little jar. If I can't find the rhinestones to replace it, I'll probably just pull them all out rather than trying to match one rhinestone, because that's kind of cute. I would actually wear that, and that would be good in any brooch lot if I can get it fixed. Okay, next I have just one of those memory wire bracelets with seed beads and looks like plastic, maybe glass. No, I think they're plastic, but just a wire bracelet. And then a pair of, well, my magnet's sticking to it, so definitely gold tone, and they have that like diamond cutting or etching, and yeah, they definitely stick to my big magnet. And then this looks vintage before I even pull it out. This looks like it might be vintage. It is a long bracelet with the black. It's sort of a pearlized. They're plastic and they don't look like a pearl, but they kind of have a pearl finish, almost like a car. And then the black end caps. And it has, oh, I thought it was a long one. I guess you could wear it as a long one, but it is vintage. It does have the hook. And that's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to be attached to that. That's kind of a precarious way to hook it, but there you go. Next I have, I've got another one really similar to this, another shell pendant. This is a nice one actually. It's fairly thick, and it's got those chunks of pearl beads, which I kind of like those chunks. They look like maybe abalone chunks. And what in the world? How does this work? Huh. Strange. Okay. How in the world? Wait a minute. Ha! Well, I'll mess with it later, but I do not know. I guess maybe one side is cord and the other side is shell. But then it has a clasp right there, so it's tangled. I'll figure it out later. This I kind of like. I love this pattern. Whoever made this really had some patience. It's the bugle beads, and let's see how it looks on. Oh, kind of cool. Kind of like that. With the right outfit, that would be kind of cute. And a stretch facet, and it's got those, I cannot remember what these seeds are, but it's got those like sort of heart-shaped seeds. And then, oh, actually a glass bead too. One glass bead. That's, oh no, there's another. 3 glass beads. I don't know what those beads are, but those are kind of cool. Anyways, and then the little metal chart, or I don't know, what do you call those little metal beads in between? And nope, does not stick to the magnet. Okay, looks like I've got, I knew there were a lot of beads in this one, but like I said, it was only $8, so, you know, nobody can find an $8 jar these days. Another thing of just plastic beads, and it's got a vintage, like 70s, 80s spring ring. Yeah, these are, when you see these, they're anywhere all the way up to the 90s, because the lobster claw class actually came out in the 90s. So technically, if it has a lobster claw class, research it, because it could still be vintage enough to sell on Etsy. And then this is a stretchy plastic bracelet, and then a faceted Mardi Gras type beads, no class. But when I pull out something that has a mark on it, I'll let you know. And then just plastic beads. They look like faux hematite, but they're not. And they're just, you know, nothing special. Even missing a, well, nope, I guess it isn't missing. Oh yeah, it does have the fastener. I thought it was missing the fastener. And some cheap plastic pearls, but it does have a fairly interesting clasp for plastic pearls. Might take that off and use it on something else, because these are actually knotted for plastic pearls, so it doesn't really say who made them. I don't see any mark on it, but they went to a lot of trouble on these to not leave their mark. Anybody recognizes that class, let me know. So unless somebody sat at home and knotted these pearls, I don't think they're homemade. Cool. Check these out. I have a shirt. Now these are, I guess these are like enamel. At first I thought they were fabric, but they're enamel. I'm going to leave them in the bag because I'll probably give them as a free gift. But I have a shirt that matches these almost identical. That's crazy. So there we go. And of course, gotta have a shell necklace in every jar. Would not be a jewelry jar without a shell necklace. And this one actually is not as bad as some of them. It's actually got some pretty cool looking shells. So I live at the beach, so I see a lot of these. I'm near the beach. I'm here in Virginia, and I'm near the beach, so I see a lot of shell necklaces in my, and it has the little vintage clasp, but no marking. Probably came from one of the souvenir stores down on the boardwalk. And another, I'm getting through all the beads first. Like I said, a lot of beads. Another Mardi Gras type beads. Sort of, they're plastic, but they kind of look like faux AB. Get through all these first. Get through the boring stuff. And another silver Mardi Gras type beads, no fastener. And another pink one, clear plastic. It has that weird fastener. This would be a good one for a child's dress up. Actually, all those would be good for child's dress up. Then actually I thought it was stretchy, but it's not. It's a toggle clasp. This is actually kind of cute. It's got those clay beads, and these actually look like maybe homemade glass beads. Cool. And then I think those are plastic. Let me see if they stick to the magnet. Nope, they're not sticking, so they're probably plastic. And I have one more big chunky pearls, and then we'll get to the good stuff. Well, hopefully the good stuff anyway. We'll see. Well, I lied. I have more plastic. And then this, which sort of looks like quartz, but they're plastic. And has the little tag on it, but tag does not say anything, and the little spring ring. Okay, so I have, now these feel a little bit heavier. They're feel more like acrylic than plastic, but still they're the Mardi Gras type. Looks like they unloaded them all on me, so they shouldn't have any left for the next jar. Another one of those. And this is the last big chunky. The jar was really full of. So all these beads will go to my daughter-in-law. I put them in a craft lot and give them to her because she loves to make jewelry. And my son is away right now. He just graduated from basic training, so he just officially became a sailor. and is on his way to Pensacola here pretty quick. So I'm pretty proud of him. He did well. This is just plastic beads, but I really kind of like the color of this. Isn't that cool? The colors that they put together. And it has just a spring clasp. That looks awful small for a necklace, but that would be a serious choker. But I love the colors of that. And like I said, they're plastic beads, but cute. Okay, and then a stretchy, God, I did get a lot of beads in here. A stretchy bracelet, but this one is actually glass seed beads and crystals. Oh, which reminds me, on my first video, I talked about Swarovski crystals, and I was so nervous in my first video that I kind of forgot half of what I was going to say, but a viewer reminded me, and because one of the things I was going to talk about was that Swarovski in 2012, because of the California lead laws, Swarovski in 2012 took the lead out, not all the lead, but most of the lead out of their crystals because of those laws. But even though I think they call it now crystal something, there's a new name for it, a crystal advantage or something like that, the name of the new beads, what they're calling them, but they still sold off all of the stock that they had in, but they do still contain, it's a new formula, something else they put in it to give it that same shine and brilliance, and they do more cuts now, like more facets, there's longer and shorter facets that they combine together to continue to give it that sparkle. But you know, the lead content in vintage jewelry is that, well, it really, what they really say about the lead content, I think you're more in danger of the metals in vintage jewelry than you are the actual crystal beads, because the crystals, the formula that they use to well, when they heat it, it traps the lead inside, so unless you swallow it, you're really not at any danger. So don't go get nervous, think you got to throw away all of your old crystal beads, because you're not in any danger from them. And the metals that they use in jewelry has a lead content too. But anyways, next necklace is just seed bead and a plastic bead. Kind of like those beads, those are pretty. But that'll be a good one for my daughter-in-law. Almost done here. Wow, a lot of necklaces. I hope there's something good in there. And then this one's kind of interesting. Let me move back so you can see the full thing. That's kind of interesting, sort of boho hippie type. I'm not sure what this is. It looks organic, and it feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel like plastic, but maybe it's some kind of resin, but it actually looks organic. Maybe like, you know, you've seen the little opening over a seashell that like when the alive animals in there, they pull back and close for protection. I don't know if it's something like that, but it's sort of shaped weird, kind of what it feels like and looks like. But if anybody knows what that is, I'm sure they'll tell me. But this is basically bamboo and seeds and acrylic beads. Those are like heavy acrylic beads on there. Okay, then a necklace that it has these things, and somebody said, well, not told me, but somebody said on a video that actually that's kind of pretty, that you clamp these, they fit over your buttons, but they'd have to be kind of small buttons, so that you sort of wear it like that, like on a sweater or something, and then you don't have it around your neck. But I don't know if that's really what they're for. If somebody knows, let me know. Leave a comment. But this is like a heavy acrylic, and almost looks like fossilized wood, but it's not. It's a heavy acrylic. Well, it's laid in there, so it could be. Nah. Anyways, there you go. It's kind of cute. Okay, then I have this brooch. Oh, wow, it's missing a stone. That is tragic. This is so pretty. That is too bad that is missing a stone right there. I really like this. And these, first I thought they were like that um, moon glow kind of stone that you see in a lot of the old rockabilly type um, necklaces from the 50s and 60s, but which I think is probably about when this brooch is from, but it isn't, so I don't know. They look like glass, maybe. Um, and it does have a marking. Let me see if I can read it. So I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty. Hopefully there's something in this jar here soon. It's got a copyright. It looks like, well, it's hard to tell. It looks like Coro, because they kind of put the coating over the, after they signed it, the coating's over it, so it's one of those it's hard to read. You know, I don't know if you can still get that, but back in the like 80s, late 80s, everybody was into that craze where they were having their gold and silver dipped in liquid gold or silver, or having like costume jewelry that was kind of wearing. You could get a liquid gold or silver that you could dip it in yourself. I wonder if they still sell that, because that would be a really good way to like either change the color to silver or gold. It's like a real, like, I don't know how many carat, but actual real gold or silver, or white gold or yellow gold, I think is what it came in. I don't think, maybe silver too, but probably can still buy that. But a lot of people were doing that, so when the jewelry wore, you could dip it in that. So that'd be nice if we could find that, because a lot of the jewelry that we get, like, and it didn't stick to the stones and stuff, it only stuck to the metal. But anyways, this looks like hematite and jade. It is not magnetic, but it does have a magnetic clasp. But something weird is going on with the magnetic clasp. This part looks like it's completely fallen apart. Anyways, there you go. And what else? I'm leaving all the little things, which is where I hope the good stuff is, to the last. There's earrings attached to everything so far. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of untangling here. Oh, here's how it goes. It's like a multi-layered chain with little metal discs, and I can almost tell you by the way this feels, it is going to totally stick to the magnet. Oh, it's got a broken chain. That's what's going on. Let's see. See if it sticks to my magnet. Oh, yeah, definitely sticking. So does that, by the way. Yeah, this is one powerful magazine. I've got safety pins sticking all over the bottom. At least I know where those are at. And then a macrame kind of twine. And these are interesting. They look like bottle glass, but I don't know if somebody melted them that way or if they shaped them around, but that's kind of a cool kind of boho kind of bead. So that'll be nice for my daughter-in-law. She'll probably make something nice out of that. And then I have these, which are kind of cool looking. Yeah, if I can get everything off of it. Okay, there you go. These are just hoops, and it's kind of an interesting pattern. Feel almost like aluminum, and it's almost looks like staples, but it isn't, that are wind around there. So that's kind of interesting. And a little bit heavy, but not too heavy, and those definitely stick to the magnet. So they're probably not aluminum, because aluminum doesn't stick that well. And let's see, before I bore you to death, let me get to something good. I got a stick pen with a G, and that's kind of cute. The see that? It's kind of cute, little like cubic or crystal. Let me see if it's marked anywhere. It is not marked, but it does look like it's probably plated. That's kind of cute, though. I like the pen there. Got a couple of really nice stick pins that I might like a scrimshaw and a pearl one, a couple really nice ones that I owned before I started doing this that I may switch this out with, because I don't know anybody with the first name G that I can think of off the top of my head. And how well do these stick pens sell? Does anybody able to sell these, especially with an actual alphabet on it? Okay, and this is the last of the beaded junk, little girl's bracelet with the weird clasp. And then, let's see, I have a pair of, honey, are these cubs or bears or what is this? See here for a sport team? Are you over there? Oh, never mind, he's not over there. Tim, are you over there? Nope, guess he went in the other room. And sorry about my hair, it's starting to dry. It's getting all, I sprayed some leave-in conditioner in it, so it's getting all stiff. As you can see, I have super fine hair, and I need to go see the hairdresser because my gray is really showing. But anyways, these sports earrings, I think that's, I don't know, somebody tell me. I don't really used to watch football years ago, but is that the Cubs or what does that see? And those are not sticking to the magnet, and they don't have anything on the back. But how does sports memorabilia do? Does anybody have any luck selling sports jewelry, or is it something you would just throw in a like earring lot or a lot of sports jewelry? Because I've got a few pieces of sports jewelry. This is a single earring, so I'll show you that. I don't see the mate laying there. As you can see, well, no, can't see, so I'm not going to do that. But anyways, this just looks like a little bronze earring with a animal print etched onto it, and then it's missing some rhinestones. So craft lot. And then another pair of earrings. Oops. And these are just like black, painted black with little silver tabs. There you go. And those will go in like I got like a lot of like 50 earrings I'm going to list. And they do not stick to the magnet. These are kind of cute. I like these. And I think I have a, these will look like better quality. I think I have a necklace that these will match that actually has some of these little rings in it. So those are cute. So another pair. And then these hoops, silver hoops, and these are got pretty good weight to them, and they've got a pretty good clasp. They look like they could possibly at least be silver plated. Let me check them with the magnet. Nope, not sticking to the magnet. Good weight though. I don't see any. I'll check them out closer later. Yeah, I don't see any marks on them, and I'm guessing if they were silver. I only test it when it doesn't stick and it really looks like silver and not just silver plated. But if they were that thickness and heaviness, surely they would be marked. And let's see, I have another one just like this that I got in another jar, but it was pink, I believe, pink or peach, I don't remember, I'll have to look. But these are really, oh, and these have a marking. Let's see what it says. Oh wow, these are 925. So there's my 925. It says 925 FAS. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can magnify it for you. Maybe. Nope, can't magnify it for you, but these actually say 925, so they did not let me down. $8.95 jar. I got that pair of earrings. I'll probably get my money back on just those, so at least I got that. And then I don't see a mate to this, but a little, hopefully I'll get the mate to this in another jar because I'm putting together a lot of tiger eye jewelry. And that is kind of cute. I think I got about 5 or 6 pieces of tiger eye, so hopefully I get to mate to that. That's kind of cute. I like little earrings about that size, and it's not too heavy. I'm going to throw those in the plate. Then these are cute. Little glass balls. They look like the kind you make out of the glass rods. If you've ever taken like a glass blowing class, that's kind of what they look like. Let's see if they're marked. They look like silver hoops. I mean, yeah, fish hooks, but they're not marked, but they look like they could be, so I will test those, because if they're artisan made, they don't always get stamped. But I'll test those and see. Possibly could be. And I done buried my little magnet in this pile of jewelry, but yep, they're not sticking to the big magnet. So here's another one that I do not see a match for, but it looks like somebody made that. So yeah, don't really care about that anyway. That is not the most attractive earring. I apologize to whoever made it, but not the most attractive earring. And that one kind of has a weird shaped hook. Look at that. Not seen a hook like that before. The shape of that one, weird. Okay. So next I have these are kind of cute, and they fell off the hook. Let me put these back together real quick. These are nice hooks. Nice French style hooks. Believe it or not, when I was in Kansas, we went to tour a river boat that they had dug up from the Mississippi River from like a steamboat. That was a cargo boat from like several hundred years ago, like back in the early 1800s. And those look like definitely glass beads, but those are cute. But a lot of the jewelry and stuff, if you ever get to Kansas City, Missouri, definitely go to the Steamboat Arabia Museum. It was awesome. But the jewelry and stuff, I mean, they actually were able to eat pickles that they found on that ship. But, Google it. It's pretty interesting. But they had jewelry that had similar type hooks from the 1800s on it. So, anyways, those, I like the way they made those, though. They do look like they could be artisan made, but I like the way they're made. So I'll test those because they are a little tarnished, so they might be silver. I'll test them and I'll let you know in the next video. Yeah, they're not sticking to my magnet. Then I have, oh, where did it go? No, guess there's not. These are cute. Actually have a necklace that these will go with, so when and if I post it, I'll throw it in with that. These look silver too. The metal looks silver, but it's got some tarnish on the actual hoop. So those may or may not be. They're not marked, but I will test them. Cute. And then these, which are really cute. I like these. And these have a nice metal color. There's no wear on them. Nice metal color. And these, they're not like super heavy, but they've got good weight for the size. They're about the size of bigger than a dime, but not quite as big as a nickel. I don't know, I have anything here to compare to, but these are really cute and they're really good size. And they're that nice shiny yellow gold. I mean, they look like real, but they're not. I doubt they're real, but they look like real gold color. Oh, wait a minute. There is something on the post itself. Let me see if it's a stamp. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? It is stamped with something. It says, well, I could see how they missed that because I can barely read it. Oh my goodness. I do not believe it. They are gold and not gold filled. They are actually gold. Wow. My goodness. I am going to have to go over and kiss that lady at the Goodwill. She's going to think I'm crazy. She knows me now, too. They are, sorry about that. Just got a message. Trying to read the carrot. It looks like 14 karat. And then it has a maker's mark, or maker's initials. I can't read, but I do not see a G on there, people. I thought they looked like real gold. I'll have to test them, but it looks like it says 14 karat. Can you believe that? My goodness. So if you are ever in my neck of the woods, hit me up and I will tell you right where this place is. Okay, then this is a single, and this looks like a really nice crystal. It's a very well made, like Swarovski or the other Precise, I think it is. Yeah, this looks like a really good crystal, but unfortunately, there's only one. Hopefully the other one is in the jar. 925. Can you? I don't even believe this anymore. This is unreal. How many pieces of silver I get in an 8, 9, and gold. Really? See if you can see that. Oh my goodness. I hope the mate, because what I've got left here on the table, the mate is not there. I hope. Well, I can't. I know you guys are never going to believe me if you do not see these. Right? Can you see that? There you go. 925. Really? Oh my goodness. Hopefully, like I said, the other one is in the jar. Let me see if I can magnify this enough for you to see it, because I wouldn't believe me either. Oh my God. I'm like, this is like almost laughable. Let me see if I can find it again to show you. Yeah, my husband's not thinking I'm so crazy. Well, he thinks I'm crazy anyway, but he's not thinking I'm so crazy as he did. You probably won't be able to read it, but at least you'll be able to see there's a marking, so you don't think I'm crazy, because I would not believe me either. I thought it was just a like scratch, but then I realized it was actually letters. Well, you can't read it, but right there is where it's marked, and it looks like it says, can you see that? Looks like it says 14K. Anyways, I'm just like shocked. Oh, almost missed this. A watch. It is a, oh my God. Why can I not think of this bear's name? Oh, Pooh Bear. Jesus, it wouldn't come to me. God, getting old sucks. Oh, that ring right there. I used to do metal detecting. That's one I found. I found a few gold rings, but that's a silver one I found while metal detecting. It's actually signed on the inside. It's from somebody. I always try and find the owner if I can when I find anything substantial, but it is a Disney watch, and it is not running. It has some wear. Definitely has some wear. I don't know who makes Disney watches now, but Loris used to years ago. And before that, somebody else did, but nice watch. Yeah, it's got good weight to it, so the new band, I could probably sell that. I don't know, how does Disney stuff sell, Disney watches, if I can date it. And then I've got one more pair of earrings after this, and I promise I will get out of your hair, but this is really cute. But there's only one of them, and it's pretty long, about a 2.5 inch dangle, but cute chandelier type earring. Let's see if it is marked anywhere, sort of that filigree style. Let me see if I see anything anywhere. Yeah, you always gotta look on those fish hooks, because sometimes it just looks like scratches, especially when they look like a particularly good fish hook and you think the color is right. Yeah, I can't tell. This is not marked, so I really don't think that is silver. Let me see if it sticks to my magnet. Yeah, it sticks to the magnet, so it's, if any, it looks like it could be plated, but only one anyway. And then the very last pair of earrings, and I swear to you, these look like silver. So, oh my gosh! And they've got what looks like an actual gemstone, sort of an orange color. And I have a pendant that has, it's a cushion cut, but I have a pendant that has a like tangerine topaz in it. Let me see if there's any markings. These are really cute. I might have to keep these for myself. The other ones I'll sell because I have enough jewelry. Oh my god, it does have a marking. Oh my gosh.